What's good, G Nation? It's your boy G Alex here. Now I got a little question for you. How do you remember Adel Taarabt? Because I remember him as one of the most entertaining players I've ever watched. And then for a short while I remember that he kind of just disappeared out of nowhere. Went to numerous clubs, couldn't find himself, and then I almost forgot that he's still playing. But now he's back, but he's different. In 2007, Adel Taarabt joined Spurs at the age of 17. As talented as he was, it just didn't work out for him there, and that's when we ended up with QPR Adel Taarabt. At the age of 21, Adel Taarabt was clearly, and I mean this clearly, ahead of his time. And what he did in the season of 2010-2011 for QPR to help them get to the Premier League literally by himself is something I highly doubt you'll see very often from a 21-year-old. I mean, just look at his stat line. That was incredible to watch, but it was also, in my opinion, one of the worst things that could have happened to him. And let me tell you why. Excluding his time at QPR, Adel Taarabt played for 6 other professional clubs. For all of those 6 clubs, in total, he scored 9 goals. Just 9 goals. And you may be wondering, what about assists? Same story. A total of 18 assists, guys. It's safe to say that once he left QPR, he was done. But then let's even just take his time at QPR just for a second. This is his total contribution for Queen's Park Rangers. Out of all of those goals and assists, only 7 goals and 10 assists came in other competitions other than the Championship, guys. Adel Taarabt is one of those players that clearly has peaked too early and perhaps was one of the most overrated players around, because literally his best ever season came in a Championship. 2 people that were overseeing Adel Taarabt's development were Harry Redknapp and Les Ferdinand. And they both had to say that Taarabt had never had the mentality to become a top player, never watched his weight or worked hard enough in training. And that's a problem that he encountered after he left England also, according to some of the other coaches. And that to me makes sense, because after his debut season in the Premier League, Taarabt was still very skilled, but every season he was just a little bit slower and a little bit bigger than he should be. Whilst the Premier League was also entering a boom in recruiting external talent, and a wave of incredible academy ballers coming through, Adel Taarabt got left behind. And this is the perfect example where if you don't work hard enough, you get left behind. And like I said earlier, Taarabt encountered the same problems after he left England. Well, until recently. A genius move from Benfica to realize that Taarabt's physicality can make him a good defender, and then his skill can allow him to create problems from deep. And you know what? At CDM he's enjoying it. He said himself that he's willing to work hard and become a team player. It's so different to what he had to say a few years ago to Harry Redknapp. So yeah, he's a CDM now. There's been many CDMs over the years who could have easily played higher up the pitch, of course because of their skill level and technique and overall football IQ, but their size is what held them back from playing higher up. Maybe they were just a little bit too slow to play up there. So CDM is just right. So yeah, Adel Taarabt is back, very differently, but he's back for sure. All the young guys watching this, learn from it. Be open-minded. You don't want to waste 5 to 6 years before you can save your career and find the right position that will allow you to succeed in the long term. It'll be too late then. As much as I'm glad Taarabt is back, he is a what-if player. Because if he stuck to his craft and perhaps found his solution a little bit earlier, he could have played for some big teams and he could have won some trophies. As always, this was your boy G Alex. Catch you in the next one. I'm out.